what day is it? Thursday Vinyasa class. I prepared a water flow for you guys today because I don't know how you feel, but I pretty much feel stiff, stacked. I'm sitting too much. I don't move a lot. Even though the weather is quite nice and I've been outside for a little bit, it's just simply not the same. And moving and feeling ourselves. So movement and water quality, the element we're going to dive into today, has a lot to do with emotions, has a lot to do with feeling ourselves and staying connected to our own feelings and our own needs. So the playlist I prepared for you is again on Spotify. If you haven't received the playlist in the email, yeah, so let me see, where is the link to the music? Yes, in the email. Let me resend it, no worries at all. Give me 1 second. And we'll send that over. It's at the bottom in the email. There's first a link to sign up, and then I always share the link for a playlist if there is one. So share, copy link, and here we are. Oop, that was a moment. Answer to everyone. Here we go. Good. I think Theresia is still figuring out with Jan the music, the video. So we will slowly start going ahead though, if that's okay. Theresia, you can hear me, right? Okay, good. So we will start in a seated position. For those of you that would like to use the Spotify playlist, you can start it. Don't put it on too loud today. It's a the water element has, if you look at it, it has strong elements, but also has soft elements. And so that you don't have to go force back to change the music, just have it as something that is more running in the background. So very gently, not too loud. Good. And then from here we come into seated position. If you can, take cross-legged. Allow the arms to land wherever they would like to land here. And then take a moment to just close the eyes. Feel the breath fluidly moving through the nose in and through the nose out again. Already now feel that every beginning follows an ending, and as this beginning moves in, filling yourself up with an inhale here. Feel the turning point until the next wave starts the exhale. Take this way a couple of deeper breaths, really enjoying the whole journey as the inhale comes. Feel the fullness, the completeness, and then feel how it turns around the whole exhale, breathing out, out, out. Until also the exhale is complete and the turning point for the next inhale comes. Find this way your own breath here, your own wave of breathing in and breathing out. Just like waves at an ocean. Yeah, you should now hear me a little bit better, I hope, because I just realized I forgot to switch the headset on. So continue with breathing through the nose in and through the nose out again. For those that are familiar with Ujjayi breaths, find gentle breaths in the throat, narrowing the throat. If you like, you can imagine sitting at a beach right now, listening to the own waves coming in and leaving again. And take one last deep inhale here through the nose. And breathe once out through the open lips. Do this one more time. Inhale deep. And breathing out, let go. And closing the lips here. Allow the gaze to gently come clear in front of you, looking just gently in front until the eyes have focused again before you open the eyes here. We're going to dive directly into the movement. So as you're ready, start drawing little circles over your right side with your hips actually. So as you lean forward, feel how you move over your own sitting bones here, leaning backwards, sideways, leaning forward. And allow yourself to decide of how fast the quality of water wants to be moved. So some of you might move quite fast, some might actually move quite slowly. And it's all still water. Just think of the difference of a little creek that becomes a river and that eventually goes all the way up into the ocean. Good. And from there, allow those waves to move up the spine. So let them move from your hips more towards the navel. Imagining now that the navel draws little circles from side to side. And then going even further up the spine, feel how the heart moves. Let the heart really draw the circles, becoming the most outwards movement. And moving up the shoulders, maybe the head wants to roll along. Good. And then from here, let the circles become smaller. And smaller. And so small that from the outside it's almost not visible, only you feel the vibration in the spine and the body. And sometimes at that moment where the longer exhale comes, and then let that pass. And then without thinking too much about it, we circle into the other direction. Drawing forward again, starting at the bottom of the spine, more towards the sitting bones. And really widening the movement to reach really over. So you really want to move the spine. Most of us have been sitting all day, unless you're painting your apartment or you're moving things around. Your spine does not get the movement it normally does. So find gentle movements to wake the bottom of the spine up. And then from there again, start moving upwards around the spine. So moving up towards the navel region. And then even higher up. And also here, listen to your own pace. So you might be faster or slower than I am. Don't worry about it. Your intuition decides how fast you would like to be. Moving up the shoulders, up the neck. Maybe the neck wants to flow together with the spine here. Yeah. And then from there, coming back to neutral position, allowing circles to become smaller and smaller until they stop here in the center. From here, allow the hands to reach up, inhale. Let the hands come down, exhale. One more time, inhale, reach to the fingertips, really wide outwards. Make yourself super long, and then exhale, hands down to the earth. From there, keep the right hand grounded. And let the head roll over to the left shoulder. And now walk with your hands away from you so that you feel an opening in the entire side here. So from neck to shoulder, from shoulder to fingertips. As you inhale, lift your chin slightly forward. And as you exhale, bring the chin further backwards. One more time, inhale, lifting the chin. Exhale, rotate it backwards, opening the sideways. Last one, inhale. And reaching back, exhale. From here, bring the head back. Sit straight, take a deep inhale. Ujjayi, breath out. As you exhale, drop the head to the other side. Now left arm walks away from you. And you open the side waist of your left side here. As you inhale, also there, lift the head forward. And as you exhale, gently tilt the head. Good. 2 more times. Inhale, feel how this moves your entire side of your neck. And as you exhale, move slowly as you move backwards. Feel where natural stop for you is. You don't want to strain anything, so be very gentle. The last one, exhale here. And then also here, inhale, return. And breathing out, exhale. Good. Hands up, inhale. Hands in front of your heart, exhale. Cross leg over from here. And reaching into child's pose. Bring the hands down, toes together, toes tucked under. And shift with your heels back to the end, with your hips back to your heels here to the end of the mat. And then allow the navel to come downwards and walk the arms forward. If you're breathing for 2, you can make the knees a little bit wider. But focus in all cases on the length of the spine as you now walk the hands a little bit further forward. Feel the fingers really actively pulling in the mat so that you feel a lengthening of the spine. And then pull yourself so the hips a little bit further backward. Intensify the breath now, inhaling along the sideways. And as you exhale, drop the jaw so that the teeth move away. Do this one more time. Inhale, lengthen, fingers forward, heels back. Exhale, soften face, jaw, teeth, and lips. One last breath here, inhale. And long breath out, exhale. And then grounding the hands. Come forward from here, inhale. Shoulders come over the hands. Bring the knees, get parallel feet, untuck. Shift the shoulders over the hands, feel the arms active. And then as you exhale, lower down to the ears. If you're pregnant, stay in cat-cow, giving yourself gentle movements of the spine. Inhale, open, lift your heart. Exhale, fall down again. 2 more times like this. Inhale, lift. Feel length to the heart. Feel shoulder blades meeting. Exhale, return. One last time this time. Really take the shoulders with you. Roll them over the front, up to the ears and back. And as you exhale, return. Toes tag under. Shift, inhaling back into child's pose. And then exhale into downward facing dog from here. Take a deep inhale, so nose in. Deep exhale, so the open lips out. On your inhale, flow forward, shoulders over the hands, heels back. Exhale, bend the knees, shift back, downward facing dog again. One more time, inhale, feel the wave, feel the beginning, the middle, the end. And as the exhale comes, again, start the new wave, beginning, middle, and end. One last time, inhale. From there, exhale, folding back. Take one last breath here, inhale. And on your exhale, place the feet parallel, reaching downwards so the heels, knees can still be bent. Take the arms about shoulder distance apart, but feel a good grounding so that the shoulders can move away from the ears now, so the neck has room. Check if you're holding in the shoulders, maybe let the head drop, yes, yes.
No, no. And then press the hands down a little bit more now so that the side waist lengthens even longer. As you inhale, lift the left leg all the way up to the sky. Exhale, left leg returns to the earth. The right leg follows. Inhale, reach up, right leg, inhale, beginning, middle, and end. Exhale, draw the right leg forward underneath your heart. If you're breathing for 2, stay in down dog. Inhale, fluid as you are, reach back again. Let there be no pause. Right leg rises to the end of the room. Exhale, right leg again underneath your heart, forward, pulling it up towards the chest. Last one, inhale, reach back. And this time, those that are pregnant, join us. Exhale, bring the right leg forward in between your hands. Let the left knee fall down and feel for a moment the connection here of your entire upper body leaning onto your right leg here. Hands can be on fingertips if you like. So that connection that you have here of navel to your right leg, keep this as you inhale, lean a little bit forward, leaving the right angle. And as you exhale, leaning backwards, pulling the right toes towards you. So really lift them off the mat, but keep the connection here, focusing on the length of the spine. As you inhale, come back forward, open the heart. Exhale, reaching back to the end of the mat. One last time, inhale, lifting. Exhale, surrendering back here. Yeah, inhale, bring the foot back to the front of the mat. Ground the left hand, lift for gentle twist now up, right arm to the sky. You could stay here, or you lift the back foot off the mat. If you're breathing for 2, keep the knee on the ears, walk the right foot out so you have more room for the belly. So your variation here, honor your body, honor where you are currently in life. Last one here, inhale. And then come back down with the right hand, exhale. Turn the left knee back down in case you lifted it. And come inhaling up to Varya 1. Exhale, sit here in Varya 1, front foot active, lift. So feel the difference of being here and lifting yourself up. And as you exhale, bring both arms in front of your heart. Reach from there, both arms outwards, inhale. And then bring the left arm over the right, exhale, bending the elbows, so you're kind of crossing. And then into Garuda arms, you grab whatever you can with your right hand here. As you inhale, allow the elbows to reach upwards, all the way up in front of your nose. And as you exhale, round yourself, bring the elbows closer towards your heart. One more time, inhale, reach the fingertips upwards as the arms stretch into each other. Exhale, round here. Keep the arms active and make room in between the shoulder blades. Last one, inhale, coming up. And exhaling down. From here, inhale, just return to neutral. Release the hands, swing them, inhale up. And exhale, hands towards the ears. Inhale, lift the knee here. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, water wheel forward. And then from there, either knee, chest, chin, or directly back down dog. You choose. So either vinyasa or directly back into a downward facing dog. Listen to what water qualities you want to cultivate. See what needs to move. And feel where is more opening needed, where has been too much earth from sitting around for too long here. Good. In down dog, we meet again. Feet hip distance apart, right leg rising on your next inhale. Exhaling, right leg back down to the ears. Inhale comes, left leg follows, reaches up, beginning, middle, end. Exhale, bring the knee forward. Also here, for your beginning, middle, end. We stay again fluid. Inhale, press the left leg back. Exhale, left leg forward. Arms are strong, pull the knee up. The last one, inhale. And then this time, exhale, everybody joins us, left foot all the way towards the front here. Right knee comes down, reach the heart forward, feel the connection of navel to left leg. Open your heart, shoulders draw back, jaw drops. Exhale with a smile, reaching back, left toes towards you. To more like this, inhale, feel beginning, middle, and end of grounding the foot. Beginning, middle, end of lifting. And then exhale, reaching back, beginning, middle, and end. And wait for the turning point. Give yourself time to return. Inhale, back forward. This time, exhale, right hand grounds, left arm reaching up here. Stay here. If you like, you lift the back foot, just an option. Being here is just as beautiful. And take 2 to 3 deep breaths here. Good. Last one, inhale. And let the arm return to the ears, exhale. Ground your foot. Ground the right knee again in case you had it lifted and come up. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, settle here into the pose. So front foot strong and then feel the uplift all the way up to the sky. Bring the arms in front of you, stretching them out. And now right arm on top, crossing over. And then bending the elbows, let the hands come together. Find the activity in the arms to open the shoulders. So what you want to feel is the opening in between the shoulder blades. And then flow again. Whole inhale to lift. And a whole exhale to return to center. 2 more times. Inhale. Focus more on opening the shoulders, less on centering today. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, lift. And exhale, center here. Then releasing the arms, return to neutral, arms up, inhale. Hands frame the foot, exhale. Whole inhale to lift the right leg off the ears. A whole exhale to step back for downward facing dog. Don't rush, be like the water, more fluid. Inhale and flowing forward. Exhale, either vinyasa or directly back downward facing dog. If you flow to the vinyasa, wait for the inhale to lift in cobra. Make it a whole exhale that returns you. Toes tucked under, either plank or half plank or child's pose. And then downward facing dog as you exhale. Staying in down dog for 3 to 4 deep breaths. You can give yourself time to make the room in between the shoulder blades a little wider. Take the shoulders up the spine, away from the neck. And find strength in your entire backside of the body as you ground the hands more into the mat. Find the Ujjayi breath again. Listening to your wave of inhale. Listening to your wave of exhale. And then looking forward between your hands, walk, dance, jump. Slowly to the front of the room again. Bring your hands onto your knees, lift your heart halfway, inhale. And then bend the knees, fold forward, exhale. One more time, inhaling halfway up. Long breaths, long spine, let go. The last one, halfway. And then this time, make the feet a little wider as you exhale, fold forward, grabbing the opposite elbow here. Stay in your forward fold, knees slightly bent, let gravity melt you forward. Like you shake the head once more. Yes, yes. And no, no. And then release the hands, let them hang long. And come vertebra by vertebra up into standing position from here. Hold the shoulders once up to the ears. And then down the spine as you exhale. Lift the arms, inhaling up the sky. Exhale, bend the knees forward, fold again. Halfway up, inhaling. Forward fold, exhale. See if your movements can become more fluid. Inhale, standing. So as soon as one movement ends, be okay to start the next movement, but never rush it. Really complete each movement. One more round like this. Inhale up. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Into standing, inhaling. Hands in front of the heart, exhale. From here we flow into the sun salutation, reach up, inhale. Take the whole time, exhale, full fold. Halfway as you inhale. Forward fold, exhale, step back, right foot to the end of the mat. Look forward to the beginning of the mat. Ground the hands left to right, downward facing dog. Whole inhale to flow forward into a plank pose. Whole exhale, halfway or completely to the earth, or for those breathing for two, cat-cow. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, give yourself time to open. Exhale, downward facing dog or over the ears, back to down dog. The right leg rises as you inhale. And then right back forward between the hands, exhale. Look to the front, inhale. And then step left to right, forward fold, exhale. Back into standing, inhale. Hands in front of your heart, exhale. Second round, inhale. If you like it, close the eyes, fold, exhale. Wait for your inhale to lift. Fold forward, exhale, left foot stepping back. Take time to lengthen here, inhale. Ground the hands, stepping back, exhale. Back into plank, inhale. Your vinyasa, be okay to adapt without rushing through. Becoming this river, this creek that just moves forward and back. Left leg rises, inhale. Left foot forward, exhale. Lengthen here, inhale. Right foot to left, exhale. Lifting halfway up, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Back into standing, inhale. Hands in front of your heart, exhale. And then we step just back, so inhale, rise. Fold forward, exhale. And then from there, as you inhale, find length one more time, and now jump or walk back into plank and flow once more through a vinyasa. So be here until we meet back in downward facing dog again. In down dog, stay, take the feet mat distance apart, take the hands mat distance apart. We take together 3 breaths through the open lips out. So as you inhale, fill yourself completely up. Now open the lips and release everything out. You like lion's breath and tongue stuck out. So 2 more. Inhale deep. Open the lips, tongue out. Last one, inhale. Open the lips, tongue out. Yeah, close the lips again, softly, gently, and bring the feet back to hip distance apart, arms again, shoulder width apart. On your inhale, lift the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, right foot all the way forward between your hands. From here, come inhaling up, one variation. So both arms reach up to the sky. And as you exhale, sit a little bit into your back knee. So bend it slightly so that you feel the uplift here of the entire body. Front knee wants to stay over your heel, and you twist the front leg towards each other. Beautiful. From there, bend the elbows. So I'm just going to mirror you guys. You stay on your right leg here, and you bend the elbows, grabbing the opposite elbow behind your head. Use the head to push yourself up here. And then from there, let the right hip draw a little bit down and lean over towards the left side here. As you inhale, come back center. And then as you exhale, lean again towards your left side a little deeper. Let the elbows do the magic. So inhale, elbow up. And then let the elbow reach for the upper corner of your yoga ring, so forward wall, for example. Last one, inhale, center. Exhale, open, stay here. 3 deep breaths, sending them into your right side waist here. If it gets wobbly, activate the feet a little more, activate your core. Good. From there, return. Inhale, release the arms up. Exhale, both hands return to the ears. Step back, downward facing dog from here. Inhale, hips rise a little bit higher. Exhale, the side. Are you flowing? Are you maybe even flowing twice? Or are you staying here in downward facing dog for 6 to 7 breaths? Or are you grounding yourself in a child's pose? Listen to your own intuition. Find your speed of movement. Let your breath guide you. And if there's any movement along the path that you need, anything that serves you, then be okay to find the movement. Good. And then if you are flowing, come join us again in downward facing dog. If you're in child's pose, tuck your toes under, let the hips rise again. From here, as you inhale, lift the left leg up to the sky. Long breath out, lean the left foot between your hands to the front of the room. Come up, inhale, one variation. So heel is lifted in the back foot, knee is slightly bent, so we feel the uplift here. And then as you exhale, activate this front foot strongly into the mat. Bend the arms again behind you. So same we had before. Arms meet here. Left hip pulls down as the heart rises high. And as you inhale, make yourself long here. And then lean away from that hip, so making the whole left side a little bit longer. Inhale, return to the center. Exhale, let the head push against the arms as you lean towards one side. Last one, inhale, come up, make yourself long. And then exhale, lean over, stay here. Now pull the left hip down a little bit so that the whole side lengthens a little bit more. Good, 1 or 2 more breaths here. Remember the jaw to drop, the lips to part. Face soft. Good, and then returning to the center as you inhale. Release the arm, make them long. Exhale, hands down to the ears. Inhale, stepping back into plank pose. And then from there, shifting back, downward facing dog again. Inhale, flow forward into plank. Exhale, all the way down to the ears. And if you're breathing for 2, you stay here on all 4. And we're going to go into Shavasana. So I'm going to show 2 options. Those on the ears, take the arms behind you, lifting here. If you're breathing for 2, stay on all 4 and lift one leg up, reaching with the foot towards the right foot. So wherever you are, inhale, lift now. Heart open, shoulders open. Exhale, releasing slightly. One more time. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, release. Stay liquid. So last one. Inhale, coming up here. And exhale, release towards the ears. If you are on all four, come into child's pose. If you're on the mat, stay here. So the second round, I'm going to show on the ears. So stay here, head on the mat, letting the hips gently rock from side to side. Good, and then we come up for a second round. You bring the arms again behind you. And you could grab the opposite elbows or again make a basket. If you're breathing for two, you're back on all four and you bend now the right leg. As you inhale, this time lift the toes, lift the chest, make yourself super long. Exhale, release halfway down. Two more times, inhale, feel the lengthening to toes back, round forward. Exhaling halfway down. Very last one, inhale. And then from there, surrender down to the earth, exhale. Hands forming a little pillow, or you in child's pose resting. Let the hips rock from side to side. Good. And then bring the hands back under your shoulders. And then we meet all our pregnant ladies in child's pose here. Hips over the heels. Navel in between the legs, forehead to the ground. Take one deep inhale here. And if you like, long exhale, open lips out. And shifting forward onto all four. Shift back now into downward facing dog here. Take a moment to feel what has changed. Feel the waves of your own mind. Feel the waves of your breath here. Yeah, and then for the second wave, bring the feet together, this time insides touch. And lift the right leg all the way up to the sky. Bend the knee here, let the heel drop towards the sitting bones. Opening the right hip, reaching through the toes towards your left hand and through the right knee up to the sky. Take a deep, deep inhale here. A long exhale. With your next inhale, stretch the right leg back to the end of the room. As you exhale, draw the right leg in front of you to the beginning of the mat. Directly ground back foot parallel to the end of the room and come up, Warrior Two. So reaching with the arms out wide here. As you inhale, bend the right elbow and bring the right elbow onto the back side of your body. And then bending the left elbow, see if you can find your fingers. Whenever that's not possible, grab your t-shirt behind. So it looks a little bit like this on the back. You can use your hat to gently press against the arm so that you can feel an opening here in the entire arm of your right arm here. Good. From there, as you inhale, make yourself long. And then as you exhale, sit a little deeper into your Warrior Two position. Good. Last deeper breath here. Inhale, open. And then longer breath out, exhale. Good. Release the arm upwards, the right arm. And bring the left arm around. Maybe you can grab your leg here, your right leg with your left arm. Maybe you can grab your t-shirt. And then reaching up to the sky, allow yourself to lean back into peaceful warrior here. Take again 3 deep breaths into your right sideways without losing your feet, so keep them active as you hear. Good, last breath here, inhale. And then keep the arm where it is, just bring the right arm down towards the front. Fingers can touch and open the shoulder from here if you like, the neck can rotate upwards. Also here, give yourself 3 breaths into the chest this time, so in between the collarbones, above your heart. And unfortunately, my headset has just decided to pass away. And I hope you can still hear me. So I apologize for that. I'll talk a little louder and I hope you can hear me without problems. Good. From there, release the arm. Bring the arm up, inhaling. And then look down to the right foot, pressing into the feet. Come up from here. Varya 2. Good. Inhale, peaceful Varya. And then from there, both arms down to the ears. Stepping back into downward facing dog. Exhale, take 3 deep breaths here. If you like, you flow once through Vinyasa. So see what serves you as you hear. I'll always take the downward facing dog to catch my breath. So as I flow and talk, I admit that it's not an easy task. So be okay to do more, be okay to adjust or to give yourself an additional flow. Anything is possible here. Good. And then we meet again at one point in downward facing dog here. On your inhale, you lift left leg all the way up to the sky. And then also here, open the hip, let the heel drop towards the sitting bones, opening through the knee upwards, keeping the hip leveled. Keep the navel strongly inwards. Unless you're breathing for 2, then keep it soft. Yeah. And then from there, inhale, close the hip again, stretch the foot out long. And as you exhale, draw the foot again in between your hands. Back foot again, parallel to the end of the room. And then rising here, Varya 2 on the other side. The arms stretch out wide again, shoulder blades meet on the back. Feel the front foot grounded, the knee bent. Press the back foot down here. As you inhale, bend the left arm behind you, reaching for the center of your chest so that the elbow is behind your head. And then from there, take the right arm and bring it behind you. Maybe you can grab your hands. If that's not within reach, grab your t-shirt. That's just as beautiful. And then staying here, reach to the elbow upwards. Inhale. And then sit a little deeper in the front leg as you hear exhale. 2 more. Inhale, reaching up. Feel the side waist opening. And exhale, release. Last one. Inhale. And then from there, exhale. Release the left arm, bring it straight up. Inhale. Take the right arm all the way around here. And then into peaceful Varya, leaning back here. Open the side waist. Breathing 3 times into your left side. And let the left arm return. Bend the elbow, come down. Rest the elbow on the knee. And then open the right shoulder towards the sky. And if you like, the gaze can follow. Good. From there, look down to the front foot. Release the right arm up. Inhale. And coming back into Varya 2. Settle, exhale. One more peaceful Varya. Inhale. And then both hands towards the ears. Exhale. Inhale, stepping back into plank pose. And then give yourself a vinyasa or a downward facing dog, wherever you prefer. As we meet in down dog, take the feet again a little bit wider, almost mat distance apart. And walk with your hands back here, all the way to the end of your mat. You can also come sideways on your mat if you prefer. And then from here, bring the hands onto your hips and lift again forward halfway. And then releasing the arms, bring them backwards. Form a little basket on the backside of your body. And as you exhale, lean forward, toes slightly turned inwards, arms open over your head. And stay here for a couple of breaths. If you have high blood pressure, then be okay to release and to be only halfway up, hands on a block. If you're breathing for 2, be careful that you don't get dizzy. And send the breath here into the chest, to the shoulders, in between the shoulders. And from there, first release the hands over your lower back down to the mat. Lift your heart halfway, sideways long inhale. Surrender, let go, exhale. And walking with your hands back forward till you're back in downward facing dog. And from there, you let the knees drop again towards the ears. Big toes touching. Legs a little bit further apart. Come once more back into child's pose. Here in child's pose, find deep, deep breaths one more time. Like you bend the elbows here to open the shoulders, letting the hands come together to be above your head facing skywards. This creates a bigger opening in the arms from elbow to shoulder. And also staying here for a couple of deeper breaths. Good, and then release the hands. And slowly come up from here onto all 4. Bring your feet over the side in front of you. And then for bridge pose, you can grab a book if you would like to be more passive, or if you would like to go with us in the fluid variation, then there's nothing you need. You hold on to the knees to fold back, making sure your head has nothing in the neck, so your neck is free, arms alongside the body here. Feet are parallel to the ears, arms alongside the body. Just stay for one moment, listen to your own waves again. Feel the inhale. Feel the wave of the exhale. And allow yourself to let those waves guide you into your bridge pose. So whenever you're ready, you press the feet down, you let the inhale lift the hips, maybe the arms come with the hips above your head. And then as you exhale, let arms and hips return, arriving at the end of the wave of the exhale. Feel the pause, be okay to pause before the next inhale brings you back. Let the movement just be a consequence here of your waves of breath, of the quality of water. Imagine again the wave at a beach, how each wave comes in differently. So be okay that also here, each movement is slightly different. And decide if you stay here in those fluid movements, the water element. So that's one option. The second option would be to grab a block, to place the block here underneath and to be in the supportive version. And for some, as they flow up, they will feel they would like to go more towards the earth quality, the air quality, and you only bring the arms back. You bring the hands behind, you lift. And then from there, stay in your variation, 5 to 10 breaths. And when your 10 breaths are complete, you release, you melt down, walking the feet about hip distance or mat distance even apart, knees falling together like a little X. And you just place one hand on the heart, one hand on the navel. You stay for a moment, observing each inhale. Feel how it creates like a little ocean as the belly lifts. And observe the wave as you exhale. Feel how there's always something moving, even though there's stability or steadiness around us. There's always something that is in flow. Beginning of a new day, beginning of a new week, or as simple as the beginning of a new inhale, a new exhale. In your next inhale, you release the hands. You draw the knees into your chest, giving yourself a little hug here. And you start drawing little circles from side to side. For a twist, I invite you to now stretch the legs in a way that they're like in a 90-degree angle. Stretching both arms out to either side, so on the height of your chest. And then bring the right leg on top of the left for Garuda legs. And from there, let the legs just drop to one side. Your body will intuitively tell you which side is the best one for a gentle twist. As you are in the twist, allow the chest to lift. So it's okay if the shoulder lifts slightly off the mat. If you feel the room is there, the head can move away from your knees. And closing the eyes here, allow yourself to just feel, to just be. Feeling the flow within you, even though your body is steady here. There you give yourself 1 or 2 more breaths before you return.
And you untuck the toes here. And you just cross-leg them over the other wide side. So left leg over the right, Garuda legs. And you drop the knees to the other side, no matter which side. So let your intuition guide you as you enter into the twist here. And then in the twist, allow the opposite shoulder to lift. Maybe the head wants to roll away from the knees again. Allow the shoulder to be heavy. Allow the hips to surrender. Feel the face once more soft. Jaw dropping away from the teeth. And also on this side, take yourself the last 1 or 2 breaths. Whenever you're ready, release. Coming all the way back to the center. Draw the knees once more into your chest and feel if there's any last movement that you would need now to feel complete before we move into Shavasana. So if there is anything still to be done, anything that would feel good, like a happy baby pose, or just an additional twist or movement. Let it be only 5 to 6 breaths before we from here move into Shavasana. And then for Shavasana, grab everything you need to stay warm, to stay comfortable. And then stretching the legs out here, arms alongside the body. Draw the shoulders under so that they move away again, far away from the ears. And then lift the head, make the neck long, and bring the backside of the head back down. As you here, take a last deep, deep inhale. And then surrender into the earth with an exhale. Let go. Shavasana. And allow the breath to slowly find its way back. Same time, shift the awareness back into your body. And feel how also the first movements return now. Moving fingers, moving toes. Maybe letting the head gently roll from side to side. And letting the arms come overhead, stretch yourself just long here. Maybe you want to yawn long and deep. And then release from here, bring the knees into your chest and roll over to your favorite side. Maybe hands forming a little pillow. And whenever you're ready to come up, you rise from here into seated position, coming all the way back. Yeah. Allow yourself to bring the hands in front of your heart into Namaste. And then we close the practice with 2 deep inhales, all the way from the bottom of the spine to the crown. Long exhale. And if you like, you take an inhale for 1 Om. And as you exhale, you Om. Thank you for joining, and I wish you a beautiful Thursday, and I hope to see you back soon. Namaste.